Everybody, spring has definitely sprung. Hasn't
We're
it?
back.
I
It's
know,
good to be
baby.
back.
I know. Well, why? Well, we have had a 2-week hiatus.
We were on hiatus.
We were hiatal. Our hernias were. I had a horrible hiatal situation that was going on. Now, let me share with you what the deal was. We were, of course, off for basketball. We're back in all our glory, celebrating spring in the biggest way, don't you think? Oh, I know. She's nice. It's very, very nice. And we're celebrating with Psychorama. Is that not correct, sir?
Yes.
No,
not to be confused with the Carnival of Souls, which had super Psychorama. Sadly, this Psychorama, not so super.
What was the difference, do you think, between the super and the regular Psychorama?
But there was some tint to the color in the super.
I do remember.
And some, what do you call that, grab freezing?
Oh, there was grab
on the
freezing.
picture.
I believe there was grab. That's what I call it.
This is more in the world of subliminals.
Did you ever have...
I see subliminals.
Yeah, one time I met
screen.
someone disturbing in a freezer, and there was some grab freezing going on. Very upsetting. That was.
No.
I'll tell you what. We're going to try and be a little... it's going to be a little plankless tonight. A couple of little spanks for you early, but we've promised that we're going to hold off on the serious plank spanking until next week. Ooh. And then it's going to be unbridled plank spanking in a big way. Now we have Whipmaster Scott with us tonight. How are you, Whipmaster Scott?
Doing quite well.
He's doing quite well.
What
Scott.
a voice.
I tell you that. That's right. So, once again, though, Terror in the Haunted House, what's your sense of the movie, Dr. Moreau?
It's a strange 50s movie.
I like it.
You know, in the 50s, people wore a lot more clothing. They wore layers and wool and probably a lot of cologne.
I think if you wore more clothing, it wouldn't be that bad either, to tell you the truth. Both of us, I think they wish we're in the 50s. All right, everybody, we're going to head to it, and we'll be back to discuss, so pay attention and enjoy. Hey, everybody, welcome back to Chiller Theater, Terror in the Haunted House. Something flew out of my mouth just now. I believe it was a bit of deviled egg that I had before I did. I snacked a couple. You know what I like to do with deviled egg? I made some deviled eggs because I'm on this diet, one of these horrible, stupid protein. Watch that. Why do I say diet and you look at my backside? What was that about?
Nothing.
I said diet, not try it. Sorry about that.
Hey.
I don't know about that. I so apologize for what was just said on television. I apologize.
We should apologize, too, if there are any Scientologists out there. We should have warned you there was some psychiatry in the movie.
All right. So I make the deviled eggs, right? I make a big wad of them because, how stupid a diet where you could eat 50 deviled eggs and that's fine, yet one crumb of bread and you're, whatever. So I make the deviled eggs, and then what I do is I fill them nicely and I sprinkle the paprika on, and then I lick the funk out of them and throw them away. So rather than just use the spoon and dig the stuff and just eat the stuff, I actually suckle the funk out of the egg after I put it in and then throw the egg away. Leave that. So there you go. All right, now, we had a spinner thing in the psychiatrist's office. What are those spinners? What are those called? Do you have any idea what those are called?
No.
No, there's a name for those.
No freakish idea.
I bet Scott knows. You know what I'm talking about? One of those things that spins and has a...
Like a hypnotist disc?
Yeah, right, a hypnotist disc. But isn't there a term for that? It's like a
hypnotist disc.
It's a hypnotist disc. Scott scares me a little.
I don't know.
If he were going to get mad, I think it would not be good. I don't want him. I do not want to. He's laughing.
Did you check out the subliminals at all?
Oh.
Anybody out there TiVoing? You can probably go back and check out the subliminals.
The frame advance in the Psychorama. Now, to me, when they're screaming in the psychiatrist's office, that is good, Jack. That's good, don't you think?
Yes.
All right.
A lady wearing high heels laying on a shrink couch.
But
why? Why do you dream about it? What does it mean to you?
Stop it, would you?
Man,
you're freaking me
he's
there. Don't do
excitable.
that. I hate when you do
Philip
that.
is excitable.
I'll tell you what.
He's excitable.
If I am, let's say that I'm going on a real estate venture, and I've owned a house or two in my day, right? And if you go on the trip and you got the little lady with you, right? And you're in the car, and if she drives up to the house, you say, hey, we got an open house here at Monkey Lane. Let's go check that out. If she begins screaming in the car, to me, I just stop that visit right there. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Right? I'll tell you what. Let's freeze on that one, and we'll check out a different ranch. You know what I'm saying? Because, I don't know.
It does have a nice knocker on the door.
Well, it's true. Now,
nice
Philip,
knocker.
I think Philip, the thing with the dog, Philip has power over the dog right away. Did you notice that?
Yeah, it's very imposing.
Yeah, well, no,
he has a deep voice like Scott.
Well, he said, Scott, say sit.
Scott. Excuse me?
Say sit.
Sit.
See. See, that's what happened, though. What's this got? So, seriously, Philip did the deal with the dog, and, and all of a sudden the dog sat, which tells me that the dog knows Philip, because dogs like that just don't sit for anyone. You know what I'm saying?
I know, but supposedly they've never been here before.
Yeah, right. Except, again, I don't know, but, for me, it goes one of two ways. The dogs that I've had will sit for everyone but me. You know what I'm saying? But then the other, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of the creepy, don't do that, please. You're going to have to go out in the yard pretty soon here, my friend. Now, and of course, Philip has car trouble. You would know that, wouldn't you?
Yes.
You had to figure that car trouble was going to be happening, didn't you?
Car no go.
No, car no go. That's right. I believe you might be stealing that from another movie coming up, aren't you? Is that true? Car no go? I believe that's coming up.
They're the same.
All right, everybody. Head on back to Terror in the Haunted House. We love you, need you, thank you. Enjoy yourselves, and come on back, because we'll be discussing again.
SW, Sheila Wayne, or slow-witted. It could also mean slow-witted.
Look at that, everyone. Slow-witted. Philip, clearly an auto parts dealer because traveling with a distributor cap in his luggage.
It's another mark of a 50s movie. When you find a distributor in your suitcase, you have to say, distributor.
Well, true.
So that the folks in the audience know what you're talking about.
And then put it back. To me, again, I think the lady...
and then, what?
Yeah, hello, something bad.
And when it goes missing, you say, no distributor.
No, I know. No, the people are, they're clearly freakish.
And when you go out for a walk at night, you put on your full suit and tie. Because it's a 50s movie.
Oh, yeah. Hey, you
have to wear a lot of
material. I'm going to go get a letter here. We have a letter
He's
here,
gone.
too. No, I'm going to go get the letter, bring it back, and we'll enjoy some lettering together. This is a letter from Green Bay. Now, the reason I wanted to bring it out is because there's a lot of very unusual and upsetting artwork. We have that thing right there, insane clown posse, obviously. A lovely that thing, very, very nice. We have there's a whole bunch of them in here, and this is that kind of paper that you can only get in school. I'm wondering exactly what school is providing the paper for this person right here. You know what I'm saying? It's nice, though, that people take the time. And if you want to take time to send us stuff, we would be more than happy. Oh, boy. Here, Dark Lotus. Here's the Dark Lotus.
Oh.
I prefer the sunny lotus, the happy, friendly lotus.
That'd make a nice T-shirt.
The bright lotus. Do your thing behind it. Do your light behind it. Let's see if the light will shine through. Oh, very nice behind the lotus.
Oh, whatever.
Once again, folks, if you'd like to send us stuff, we would. Oh, it's old timer day at the TV station.
Send us more stuff.
Send us stuff. That's right. All right, we're going to head back to Terror in the Haunted House. We love you. We need you. We thank you. Is that right?
Certainly.
All right, then. Enjoy yourself. It's another story about being in the house and just splitting. Why don't you just split? You know what I'm saying?
Split?
Well, would you rather...
We could split wood if we had an axe.
Here's the question I have for you. If you are, let's say that you're in a creepy house and, things are going awfully bad in the house, okay?
Yeah.
All right. Now, you have the choice of what
Things are going bad here.
Things are going, yeah, you're going bad. All right, here's
the world
your
is
choice.
spinning.
Here's the choice you have.
Unaffected.
No, hold on. Here's the choice you have. You are in the house, and it's even during the day, right? You know the house is crazy, but yet you're stuck there. To me, I'm going to, fill up a bag of water or something like that. Maybe my hot water bottle in those days, my horrible hot water bottle. I'm just going to go walking, dude. You know what I'm saying? Because it's got to be safer walking. When the bad stuff's in the house, just leave the house.
One would think.
You know what I'm thinking? I'd rather fend for myself with the horrible deer, the crazed rutting deer or whatever it is. What I'm saying.
And the beaver and the badger.
I don't. I think the rutting deer, the beaver, and the badger, all good people compared to what's going on in that house.
Signs point to yes.
See?
They hit the road.
I mean, there are certain things that people do in these movies that it's just hard for me to understand, and yet they continue to do it. What do you think about the dude, the helper guy? What's his name again?
Jonah?
Jonah?
Old Jonah?
Old Jonah the helper?
Old Jonah.
Well, he's a little unusual, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've known a lot of people like that. Now, have you ever been in a house? Have you ever been in a house that scared you?
Yes.
Have you really?
Yes.
Really? Where was that?
Well, it did not me so much as my collie dog.
Are you serious?
After my father passed, sadly, the collie dog did not want to be in the house. So I don't really know what was up with that.
No way, dude.
Yeah.
Whoa, is that true?
Especially after dark. That's true.
Wow.
That's very true.
Wow.
So
we
we did not fully investigate.
All of a sudden, Dr. Brown gets creepy and serious and scary.
You asked.
I did. I don't know what I was thinking.
They was tainted. The place run red with the blood of the mad tyrannies.
He was tainted.
That's the way it was. November 4th, 1939 at midnight.
Thank you very much. Very, very nice. They was tainted, though. They are tainted.
They was tainted.
You know what? To me, tainting is enough. If they're tainted, again, this all comes down. I think this movie is more about real estate than anything else. You know what I'm saying? It's just about a bad real estate
Buyer's
deal.
remorse.
Well, all kinds of remorse. Again, if the wife is screaming when you get to the place, you blow. You know what I mean? You get on out of there. If there are people who are tainted, if an old freaky man comes up and goes, they was tainted, I'm out, dude. You know what I mean?
The things you pull out of the family Bible, is that...
Especially in today's housing market. You know what I'm saying? In today's a buyer's market right now. To me, this maybe wouldn't have happened during this time. You know what I mean? Now with the internet and all that stuff, you might be able to pick up that tainting without even having to go through the multiple listing service or whatever.
And again, some people might like the tainting.
Well, see,
they might be looking for a nice knocker on the door, and
there might be people who are tainted.
Dog that won't obey you.
And in fact, that's actually a good question. You ask the average person who's watching right now probably is tainted. There's tainted people. They're all tainted. If you guys are out there watching right now, having a couple of root beers and a large amount of popcorn, are you tainted right about that? How do you call those up on? Just amazing. You have like a big well of those waiting? It's icky. Yeah, I guess you do. I don't want to know that. Here's a small slap. What I'd like to say, folks, is next week we are going to be crazed because it's been a little more laid back. It's springy. We were outside today, rubbing lotion on each other's backs and enjoying the clover and stuff. So we'll be back next week with a vengeance, I promise. Until then, let's go back and enjoy Terror in the Haunted House, shall we not?
The plot thickens.
Hey, everybody, how are you? We're back at it. I'll tell you, go ahead, take the outside off and show it again. This is all so good. The fact that TV still exists like this, I want to thank Van Vredes personally right now. And in fact, I want to show you the giant V that I have tattooed to my gullet because of Van Vredes, just because of how cool they are to be the sponsor of this program over the years.
Absolutely. Thank you for the fabulous set allowance.
Well, hey, dude, don't be whacking on them. They've been very kind. You're going to have I believe you're going to have a bruise here from me hammering on you enough times.
Can I ask you something?
Yes, go ahead.
If you had to fall from a great height, would you rather land on a concrete floor or on the steps, like poor Jonah? I would think the steps would be much more painful.
I don't know. I'd actually rather land on the steps, I think. I don't know. I mean, to me, the concrete, well, I don't know, but the steps have a chance that you could roll and it could offset some of the... I mean, if you fall on a concrete floor from a long distance, it's pretty much a splat deal going on.
Do you want your spine to go like that?
No, I really don't, if you really want to know. Now,
Philip doesn't want to call the cops.
Well, no, there's a line here.
It was an accident.
There's a line here that I really enjoyed.
Call the cops?
Over time, the wild strain of the tyrannies becomes more pronounced. Rather than, see, what you think is if you're whacked out and you think, well, I'll get married and my kids won't be as whacked out because, it'll wash through her genes and all that. Well, no. Apparently, that's not the way it works.
No.
Apparently, it becomes more pronounced.
Yes.
Which I fear for my own children.
Taint goes right through.
That's right, exactly. Taint through a goose.
Taint. You got taint in your genes.
We got taint.
Will out.
Yeah,
taint will out.
Believe me, I've had some taint in my genes. I can tell you that much without question. Stop that. Why do you go to the back always? But all right, we're going back to the movie. Get him out of here. Well, there you go.
Wasn't that a nice knocker?
Oh,
you got
yeah.
One last look at it.
You axed them too.
Anybody following along with the subliminals there? Let me tell you what you missed if you didn't see them. Prepared to die.
Cat.
Die, die, die.
Cat.
Die louder.
Cat, meow.
Die dead.
Cat.
Rent rhino videos every day. That may not have been in the original.
Is that what it said? Rent
screening.
rhino videos every day?
Yes.
No, I love those things. No, what he's talking about, of course, are those wacky little flashes. If you were whacked out enough, you wouldn't have even thought. You probably thought there was something wrong with your TV or with our, with us. It was actually in the movie, strangely enough. Now, next week's movie is a Vampire Bat. Is that correct, sir?
Yes. And it stars the lovely Fay Ray.
Oh, here we go.
There she is.
All right. Let's see.
She doesn't look like this, though, because this is from King Kong when she was blonde. Next week, she's in her natural hair color.
She made it into the booth.
What a star.
She, a lot better. We could actually...
Hi, everyone. This is Children's Theatre with Fay Ray, enjoying ourselves in the biggest possible way.
I like when she was in the booth. You know, don't want to have too many good-looking girls in the booth because we're going to be out on a railroad pretty darn quick. You know what I'm saying, sir? I like the way he threw himself on the axe there, too. That was about the least forceful. I mean,
you notice now, it all makes sense, the axe foreshadowing.
No, I know.
There were mentions of the axe from time to time.
No, there were a lot of things that made sense there. All right, well, I'll tell you what, friends, we'd like to thank you for tuning in again. It's been a kind of a laid-back Chiller Theater. Next week, I can tell you, without question, it could be an explosive and horrible situation, don't you think?
No,
there will be plank spanking. There will be. It's spring, as I said. We're just still a little washed out, you know, enjoying the But next week, friends, tune in for Vampire Bat because it's going to blow up and be ugly. I promise you, this whole area.